So obviously ecstatic to survive and advance, continue to play all those March cliches. We're excited to be where we're at. I thought from start to finish was one of our better performances of the season. I thought it was important that we get off to a good start and make some shots. Generally speaking, when you're in our position, the pressure's on you because you're home, you're the higher seed. And if you don't get off to a good start, that pressure can mount a little bit. So to make some shots early, get the ball moving early, I thought was important. Girls were terrific. And then, it was great to see everybody get in the game and contribute. And we're moving on, so we're excited about that. Yeah, I think, generally speaking, our style is defensive-minded, knowing that there'll be bad nights on offense and we can still have a chance to win. But then on nights where shots go in and we play well on offense too, then you can have a game like tonight where you can separate early and kind of run away and hide a little bit. So, that defense will travel. We're going to have it all the entire postseason. It's been pretty consistent for us, and I thought the girls deserve the credit. They bought into it, I think, around Thanksgiving time, and since then we've been pretty darn good. Making the shots is important. Getting the right shots is important. What I liked is that all the shots came within the flow of the offense. Nobody was out there trying to get their own. It was just the ball found the open man. Our decision-making on where and when to pass, and then as a result when to shoot and or drive, I thought was really good for most of the game. And that's what you need to be at this time of year. We're going to play all good defenses down the stretch. And, if we can put together a few more games like that, we're going to be difficult to beat. Yeah, I think you just have to look at the two rosters to see that one of our biggest advantages was our size. And so that was a point of emphasis. We wanted to play through the post on offense. Generally, we're not a huge offensive rebounding team. We tend to be more worried about transition defense than we are offensive rebounds. But with such a sizable advantage, we were able to get a few tonight. So that's a good thing. And there weren't that many to get because we made so many shots early. There weren't many offensive rebounds to get.
To start off as strong as we did, we just know that we have to keep that tempo up, from the start of every quarter. So it was really important for us to come out hot, and even if we weren't coming out hot, we have to play as hard as we can for every single possession because anything can happen in the games, and every quarter you have to come out thinking the score is 0-0 and just play within yourself and play as a team.
Feel like when we have that sort of advantage at halftime, coming into the second half, I really like to think about it as not giving them any hope. And I really like to go out and I think just try and get our teammates built around the idea of just don't let them think that they have a chance. Just go out there with the same intensity we did at the tip off. Just go out there and just play how we know how to play. Don't let them get anything easy, and just execute and do what we have been doing since November.
I don't think anybody knows that answer. I would simply say it's a talented league. We're going to have, regardless who we get Thursday, there's some all-state caliber players. So, Lauren Manis, if it happens to be Holy Cross, 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, that's pretty. If she wasn't all-state, she is this year. So, and then down at Lafayette, same thing. Some very talented all-conference level players. So, yes, we have talent, but you've got to use it correctly, and I think we are at a point where we are consistently using it correctly. It beats the alternative. I'll say that. We're not thinking about hotels and setting up meals and how we're going to get laundry done, and that stuff is eliminated by being able to play at home. I think we'll figure out who our opponent is here quickly. We've already got a preliminary plan in place, having already played them twice. We'll see if there's any wrinkles that we need to throw in, but what it really tells me is that we have a group of young women who have bought in to something that was different, something that was challenging because it was change. And they've embraced it, and they have put themselves in this situation through a lot of hard work. That's what it tells me. They've earned everything they've gotten. We're home because they've earned it, and hopefully we can take advantage of it.
Yeah, I think we all know kind of the situation that we're in. Even though we had a great season, it doesn't really matter. It just doesn't matter what your record is, really. It gives you some advantages like home court and seeding and whatnot, but doesn't really matter at this point. It's March. It's madness, and I think that with us playing as well as we are, I think that gives us a lot of confidence moving forward, and I think that I don't know. I think that just going out there and playing the best that we can, just moving the ball the way we know how we can move the ball, and just go out there and have fun.
Well, it's all about survival of the fittest, and it's honestly just survive and advance. So all of our teammates are working together and it's not really about who the best team is, it's who's on the hottest streak, like what we've been talking about. Each team comes into this game wanting to win because they know that their season's over if we lose. So you have to come out and play with all your heart, play with everything you've got, because at the end of the day, it's only 1-0 for each team. I think we've all worked really hard on trying to get the ball in the post. Like, that's what we've been stressing from day one, is to get the ball in the post, because we do have such strong post players and they can finish at the basket. So being able to, like, get the ball to them is half the battle. But once we do, like, our post players are so confident and strong in the post, so we're able to get them post, and then if they double down, like, they can kick it back out to us. So, like, if the more post touches we get, the better looks we all get as a team all together.
The position we're in is a lot of things. One of them is talent. We have good balance. We can play inside out. I think, it's kind of pick your poison. Do you want to try and slow down the perimeter game? Do you want to concentrate on stopping the interior play? And all the good teams have that kind of balance. Nobody's one-dimensional and playing for too many championships. So you got to have that balance. Today I thought we had both. We didn't take a ton of threes. What was it? Only 16 threes. That's not too bad. So most of our play was coming inside the paint. We won in the paint 52-28, so that was the emphasis. So the balance was there. Hopefully we can continue that. And, everybody's got to decide what they want to do defensively. Do they want to deal with the post, deal with the guards? It's hard to take away both.
Yeah, I don't really know where to begin with Bridget. She is just the most selfless person I think I've ever met. She gives everything she has at practice every day. She's one of the best teammates I've ever been around. She's the most encouraging, supportive, energetic people. Like, if you see her on the bench, when someone's making a three or gets an and one, she's the first one up. She's flexing. She's celebrating. It's just like she brings like a certain spark to our team, and I think that everyone would agree with that. And so seeing her get out there, every time she gets in the game, we go nuts. It doesn't even matter like if she scores, like if she does anything. Like, we're all so supportive of her. Seeing her make that shot, our reaction was just like that's been building for a really long time. We've been waiting for it. We've been asking coach to call plays for her. Like, even though sometimes like he doesn't really want to, or I don't know. But yeah.
Don't make me the bad guy.
No. But like, just like when we're in those situations, but we just love Bridget and we're so thrilled for her.